2 years ago, when I was 10 years old, I had the worst moment in my life. My mom and her friends were upstairs, and I was down there. 2 years ago, when I was 10 years old, I had the worst moment in my life. My mom and her friends were upstairs, and I was down there sleeping on the couch, but suddenly, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up with a bunch of flashlights in my face, and I woke up, and the SWAT team was in my house. I was very confused and scared. Then I saw my mom in handcuffs and her friends being put in the police car. So I was able to talk to my mom a little bit, but later started crying. We both started crying. About an hour of the cops searching the house, locking my dog up in the bathroom, tearing up my room. Then she got to the point where they found drugs. I don't know what kind, but they found drugs under my mom's bed. So the cops confirmed the search or whatever, and the last sight I seen my mom was being dragged away from me by the cops. I started staying at my grandpa and grandma's, and I went to my aunt's, and we moved 60 miles away from my hometown. And she's supposed to get out and work at once, but that has to be the most traumatizing, saddest, scariest moments in my life.
I used to know this guy. He was my mom's friend. And he was like kind of nice. He gave me candies and let me play his phone a lot. And my mom thought he could trust him. But one day, my mom had to go to the store to get barbecue and stuff. And so she had it left with me because I wanted to stay. And so when they left, her girlfriend was going to take a shower while he watches me. But it was not that good. He locked the doors and everything, and something went terribly bad. He did something to me very bad I did not want to do. I didn't want to tell my mom because he told me to not tell no one, and if I did, he would probably threaten me and hurt my family. So I kept quiet. My mom says, "What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing, it's okay." So then, after days and days, I've been worrying, trying not to tell no one because I was scared. Every school, I could not read, I could not talk that way, and they would be like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, it's nothing. It's just that I'm probably tired." Till one day, I told my mom the truth. She was like, "Ah, sweetie, is this true?" And I said, "Yes, I'm scared." And I started crying and crying because I had let it out. It kept bothering me so much I had to let it out. It was like a big knot. So I had to tie it. When I told my mom, we had to go to the police station. They asked everything what he did. So I did tell them until they told me they would investigate him and that he was denying it. So I went to court then. The court was very scary because I had to look at him and my lawyer. The lawyer asked me questions, but I had to say yes, yes, or not like that. I was very scared. I was shaking and shaking and shaking till I dropped. It was kind of scary, but ever since I did the court, I let it out and it felt good to let it out. It felt like I was not in pain no more. And so I'm putting a bad guy in jail.
So this was like my junior year of high school. I was just one day on my phone going through Facebook, and I was going through this girl, and I was going through all her friends to see if I like knew anybody that she was friends with, and I liked this one guy, and he messaged me back, and he said, I don't know who you are, but you're gorgeous. And that was the first time I ever heard any like guy ever say that I was like pretty. I was so used to like people at school making fun of me and, you know, saying that she's ugly, fat, ugly, fat, ugly, fat. That was the first time I ever heard just the word beautiful come out of somebody else's mouth outside my mom and my grandma. We start texting and, you know, just messaging each other, just, you know, talking almost every single day. And one day he asked me the question, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I sat there and I really had to think about it because we hadn't really like met in person or anything. And I was just like, I'm not really sure. And I was like, you know what? It's time to just take a chance. And I said yes. And from then on, my entire life just changed. I was just like on some type of cloud 9-ish. Like I was on cloud 11. You couldn't get me down. We went to different schools, but we just would talk every day. We would video chat, we would like just text, and it was amazing. And this went on for like about a good 3 months and a half. It wasn't until like when Christmas started to roll around, I was really just, you know, wanting to see him for real. And we kept trying just to make it work, and just see each other. And they just kept failing. Like either school kept getting in the way or weather kept getting in the way. And it wasn't until like one day, and it was Christmas Eve, and I got a text and he said, we need to talk. And I knew this couldn't be good. And he basically just gave me a long text and was like, you know, it's over, I'm sorry, and just, I was hurt. He broke up with me on Christmas Eve, and I was devastated. All the happiness that I felt was just gone, and there was nothing left but just a broken heart. And I cried for what felt like 4 hours and just cried and cried and cried. I went to my mom and told her what happened. And she said, you can do one of two things. You can either let this boy ruin your Christmas, or you can be grateful that tomorrow's Christmas Day, you're going to be with your family and friends and everything. I just felt better. And I just realized then that I just kind of need to learn how to love me and just accept me for who I am. And sometimes like just be around people that I love and that don't care about me and that are never going to go anywhere. So yeah. That's the time I got broken up on Christmas.
I was turning 13. It was my 13th birthday party, and I had one friend with me in Hawaii. We were in the pool, we were laughing, making videos. It was really great. At night, it was sort of our time to wind down, go to bed, check our phones. And one night, we were like going through who didn't have an Instagram account in our class. And we came across this one girl, let's call her Macy. Macy didn't have an Instagram account. So we were like, let's just make one for her. She won't mind, right? And let's just say Macy and I didn't have some good feelings being exchanged between us at the time. And we never really did. So it was really like funny. We're like, oh, we'll just make an Instagram account and it's going to be fine. So we made the Instagram account. And we uploaded her profile picture as her having like a double chin. And we uploaded the bio as I'm super pretty, I like unicorns and soccer. After we created the account, we posted horrible screenshots of her looking not very good. And we were like, haha, this is so funny. Everyone, when they see it, it's gonna just be a joke. They're just gonna be like, oh, haha, that was funny. But unfortunately, the night we both came back from Hawaii, we both got an email from Macy's parents targeting us out for what we did. And we didn't know how they knew, and we denied it. And our parents were freaking out, saying, oh my God, why'd you do this? Is this true? And I was like so scared. I was crying. I'm like, I was just so scared to admit to my parents that I did such a thing. So I lied until they eventually got it out of me. We go to school the next day and we get humiliated in front of the whole class because the dean of school told everyone who made the Instagram account. And we were sitting there, and it was honestly the most embarrassing situation I've ever been in. I felt like I was going to puke, and my friend didn't know what was going to happen, so she started to cry, and it was just so humiliating. After that, I apologized to Macy. She's one of my best friends right now, and we became really good friends. We hang out a lot, and she forgave me. Anyways, if you're thinking of making an account of your friend, just don't do it.